All right, Shalom. I would like to start by saying, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushai, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushai, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushai, Kahalayam Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakodash, and a double honor to the apostles and the elders of our great millstone, and a shalom to you, sincere brothers out there pushing this truth in the name of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakodash, who are teaching this truth worldwide, you know, on highway and byways, and also shalom to you sisters and that I believe. All right. So this is another lesson right here, and this lesson right here is going into this article I ran into while I was at work a couple hours ago. And I just finished work. I was like, hey, once I finish work, I'm gonna go ahead and do a lesson to it. Just reporting another news. Okay, on another news out on this movement he got going towards the mark of the beast, okay, towards the book of Revelation chapter 13. All right, and this right here, what you see is it's important to be spoken on. Okay, this right here is really important because over here in Queensland, I don't know if it's the whole Australia, I'm not too sure, but over here in my state, Queensland, they have this app. It's called Check In Queensland. All right, and I've done a lesson on it. So this app right here, you download it on your phone, and once you download it on your phone, when you go to restaurant, you go to the pubs, you go to movies, you go to theme parks, you go to gyms. You need this app on your phone. You go to the casino, you need it, and you need to check in. All right, they always make sure you check in. You gotta show your phone that you have checked in. And so now, and this is a new way coming in. They're making more tighter and tighter. Because before, it was alright. Some restaurants they will let you go in without asking for it. Some places they wouldn't bother. But now it's getting tighter and tighter, man. Okay. So this is what it says right here. But before I go ahead, let me get this scripture right here. Okay. Let me get this scripture right here real quick. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. It says here, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay, so we can't be ignorant of these devil's devices, of his devices right now. Okay, of these mischief plans he got going, these evil plans he got going. All these things you see right now, what I'm about to read, it ties into what? Into the book of Revelation chapter 13. Okay, that's a prophecy that we're waiting on. Okay, and this is what they're trying to train you people out there to get used to, man. Okay, and then in a minute it's gonna be it's gonna be what? It's gonna be for you. It's gonna be for you to do anything. It's like, yeah, I'm on the street. Okay, for you to do anything, you're gonna require to have the MOBT. All right. Okay, you're gonna require that, man. Okay, and that's the times we're heading into. This is a prophecy, man. All right. Okay, this is right here is prophecy, man. And he is training you people to get used to it. All right, get used to it. Next minute, the chip is gonna be here, and you zombies. All right, you're gonna take it without knowing, man. Without knowing what the fuck is going on, because the way Esau got you going, your mind is being trained to get used to these things, man. All right, because this is the book of Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 11. So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the way, in the thing where to assent it. All right. And the words of Yahweh Hashem Yashah, hey, they're not gonna return unto him void. So if it was written that this here, in the book of Revelation chapter 13 verse 16, that was gonna happen. Okay, and now we're in a time where we're seeing the starting of it happening, and that's a prophecy right there, man. Okay, but it shall accomplish which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing where to assent it. So the prophecies, man, they're gonna go forth. Okay, there's no returning back to Yahweh Shah avoid. They're gonna go forth, man. All right. Let me get another one right here. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set and I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. And we watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Verse 2. The Most High answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he might read it, that he might run that readeth. Okay, the vision what represents his prophecies. Okay, here right now we're seeing his prophecies popping off, man. Okay, like popcorns. Okay, worldwide. All right. You see what happened over there in Philippines. What the president of the Philippines saying. Okay, you see what happened over there in Pakistan. Okay, if you don't, comply with taking that sword in you, you know, you can't what? You're gonna be thrown in jail, or you can't have a fucking SIM card. All right, the time is moving, man. Okay, verse 3 says, "Yeah, for the vision is yet for an appointed time." Right. So the prophecy of the MLB is is yet for an appointed time, and our time is what we in our time right now. Okay. But at the end, it shall speak and not lie. You see, at the end, it's gonna happen. Okay, it's not gonna return to you. How about she shall avoid? All right. Though it tarry, wait for it. Okay, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, man. That's right. So, yeah, this is gonna happen, and and this is the signs that this devil is showing you, or is training our people to, man. Okay. Another good precept is the book of Isaiah chapter 10, man. It goes into it, want you that decree and righteous decrease, man, and that's it right here, man. Okay. Something that he's, this right here is all being planned. It's all planned, man. All right. And he's just acting like, it's to help you people out, to make things easier for you, but it's a goddamn lie, man. It ain't. All right. Okay. All right. So, let me go ahead and get the book of Revelation chapter 12 and 12. This is the book of Revelation chapter 12 verse 12. It says here, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having a great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath by a short time. So this devil is coming here with a great wrath, because he knows by what he have a short time. Okay, he was given time to rule, and that time was given to rule, he has come to an end. Okay, like the apostles never always say, he's ruling on a borrowing time. Okay, all right, and once I read here, you're gonna see why he's coming with a great wrath, man. Okay, he's tightening up things. Okay, it's the book of Revelation chapter 13. Let me see. Verse 11, and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth. This beast right here represents, the what is it? The NATO EU combined. Okay, the modern Roman Empire. Okay, which will be of today, the NATO and EU combined together, right? Okay, that will be that beast, another beast. Okay, because remember the first beast was what? It was it died off, and okay, the Roman Empire. And this is the revival. This beast, right? Another beast is the revival of the Roman Empire. Okay. Then it says, I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon. And that's going into, how this devil, they got two parts. They got the Democrat, and they got Republican. Okay. One part is always, for the people. Another is what for the, for the the rich, for themselves, or whatever, if however you want to say. Okay, for the rich, for from what I know. All right. Okay, and one, and that the one of them always is always speaking of good things for the people, trying to help people, whatever, right? Another one is just they just don't give them. Okay, where those two parts are the same, they're just the same people, man. Okay, that they all work, they all one as the beast. Okay, and that's how they deceive the majority of our people. Okay, or vote for this and vote for that. Hey, this we're gonna do that. No, man, they're the same people. Okay, and now what he is bringing in is that draconian laws, man. Once I read this article, you're gonna see that he got, he got that draconian law coming in. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and just read it. Okay, and it's like my other phone just died right now, and it's all right. So, hopefully those scriptures will, were were enough. And then another one I wanted to read was Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 and 17. But so let's go ahead and read it right here. It says here, from today, you need to check in more venue across Queensland. The Queensland government is, checking up has been compulsory at all hospitality venues since last month. And now new rules expand the list to include a host of other sectors. Since 1 a.m. today, the Check-in Queensland app will be introduced to a number of new sectors, including shops, gyms, and coach events. There will be 2 weeks grace period before the new rules become mandatory, and penalties, okay, penalties are imposed for compliance, compliance, which the ones who don't comply with it, there's gonna be what? There's gonna be consequences. There's gonna be fines and all that. You see. Here, what you need to know: what's the app? The state government check-in app launched in February. It is not compulsory for cafes, restaurants, pubs, and clubs. You see. Says after downloading the app, you can easily sign in at any venue by scanning the code with a mobile phone. After one use the app, remembers that use details more than 50,000 businesses have registered to use the app since its launch. But yesterday was the busiest day forever for registrations, with more than 2022 sign up, 2,200 sign up. More than 3.5 million people have downloaded the app, with more than 64 million check-ins recorded since its launch in February. It says here, why do you have to check in? It says, in addition to hospitality sectors, check-in via the app is required at almost all venues where crowds can gather. This includes stadiums, convention centers, theme parks, cinemas, shopping centers, supermarkets, gymnasium, indoor sports facilities, hospitals, aged care facilities, higher education campuses, hotels, holiday rentals, government buildings, weddings, funerals, and place of worship. You see what they're doing, man? You see? Yeah, so as I'ma just leave it to that right there. But you see what they're doing, man. Okay. It's an app, all right. You just point your camera on our app, checks in, and you gotta put your names in there, your name, your phone number, whoever you with, all right, and you check in, But hey, eventually now, what they're gonna do is, because if you're like a family of 5 people, you're going to one of these places, you can check in as one person, and you can put in fake details, whatever, fake names, whatever, But still, it's the phone is always registered under you. But what they're really doing is they're trying to train you to do these things. Eventually, when the MOB comes in, okay, and you won't be needing to check in always, man. Okay, or you're just gonna have to do what it being shown in movies. You just put your arm to it, you checked in, you ain't gotta type in and all that, cause imagine right now, how you operates, man. It will say, oh, this is taking too long, because you gotta go on your phone, you gotta have Wi-Fi, what I mean, you gotta have all that shit, you gotta download the app, and so yeah, man. Eventually, you see where they're going with it. For those who have eyes, who can see, you see what these people are trying to bring in, man. Okay, so that's this right here is what's going on over here in Queensland, and I'm gonna stop right here, and hopefully this lesson was edify to you brothers out there and sisters out there. Lord willing, I'll be back later on. With a couple more lessons. So again, Tawada to Yahweh, Bashim Yahshua, Bashim Kakadash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson right here. Again, double honor to the apostles and the elders of our great millstone. Shalom.